Going live. There we are. We are live again. Hi,
Hi
everybody.
guys.
Hi.
Hi, hi.
Hello. It's happy Friday from me. But as you can see, we are the four of us today. So everybody will say hi to you depending on the timings where they are. Because as we always say, our business is global. So surprisingly, we are all here on very, very different time zones. It's very exciting. And as you can see, today we have a guest. We are very, very excited to have this girl all the way from Canada. And without further ado, I will give her the stage to introduce herself, and then we will introduce ourselves later. Abolade, hi.
Hello, everyone. My
Hello.
name is Abolade, and I live in Canada. I'm a mom of three amazing children. I'm a public health professional, and for over 5 years, I've been running my online business. So, um, in my community, I've met a lot of wonderful people, and these amazing faces you are seeing here are part of the people that I've met on my journey. And our community is a big community. Wherever you are, whatever you do, we don't care. We come together as a family, and then we hold our hands to achieve financial freedom, time flexibility, and to live life on our own terms. So I will stop there for now. As we go on in the interview, I will share more things about myself. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Abolade. And I must say, Abolade is one of our very high earning business owner. She's also a very successful business coach and a mentor. And I've known her through this business. So we are very, very honored to have you here today, sis.
Thank you.
Over to you, Priscilla, all the way from Australia.
Oh, hi everyone. How are you doing? My name is Priscilla Ngasha. I am in Victoria. I forgot I was going to say South Australia. It is 4 a.m. here in South Australia, here in Australia, Victoria. I'm going to keep trying to remember that I've now moved. I am a digital business owner and I'm also a mom and a school teacher. And we are so happy today. We have a guest all the way from Canada. As we mentioned, we'll be having guests so that you can see when we run our digital businesses, it's not just us. We have so many other people who are doing it and who are making it work. So we're very excited today to bring you our special guests. Thank you for giving me some time, Betty.
Wow, awesome. Thank you, Priscilla. And over to you, Shiro.
Hi everyone, my name is Shiro. I'm a mom and I'm a wife and also a digital entrepreneur. And this is when we say literally showing up for your business. It is 4 a.m. for me too.
Mhm.
I'm coming all the way from the capital city of Australia, which is Canberra. A lot of people think it's Sydney. No, it's not. So if you didn't know, you've learned something today. A capital
Mhm.
city, I mean Canberra. So that's where I'm coming from. And yes, we're the same time zone with Priscilla. It's 4:10 a.m. here. It's nice to be here. And most importantly, it's nice to see my sister Bolade for a while. We haven't seen each other. So good to see you all.
Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you, ladies. And for me, I am Betty. It's 4 o'clock, no, 5:10 p.m. here in the UK. So it's a good evening from me. I'm also a digital business owner, a mentor, and a coach, and I'm also a mom of two amazing girls. It's really good and great to see you and to have everybody here. And thanks to everybody who is watching us and everybody who will be watching the replay. So, without further ado, today, as you can see on our topic, it's all about digital business overview. And the reason why we chose this, we carefully chose this topic because we obviously have one of the guests who will be coming in this year for us today. We have Abolade, and we couldn't have a better guest to explain and to talk about our digital overview. What is this all about? What is it that we do? Maybe you're following us on our pages, either my page or Shiro's or Priscilla's or Abolade's page. What is the business all about? And Abolade is going to be able to explain that to us because, as I have said, she is very, very successful in this business. She's actually on the very high earners end, and she's a leader in our community of just below 230,000 members. So we have the best guest for her to explain this to us. And please, Abolade, take over and please tell us what is our business all about, and what, is this a fit for everybody out there?
All right. Thank you so much for that question. The first thing I'm going to say is this is a business for everyone, regardless where you live, regardless your academic background, regardless of your experience. You can do this because in our business or in our community, we have doctors, we have nurses. I'm a public health professional. Priscilla is a teacher. We have cleaners. I mean, as long as you are coachable, as long as you are ready to do something different, as long as you are ready to take that risk, to take that chance upon yourself, to do something that you've never done before and to change your life, trust me, this is for you. Because at the end of the day, when you join our community, you will not be left alone. You can see here, I see 4 beautiful faces. What that shows you is that we work together. So you will be in our community. We will hold your hands together, show you the blueprint that was shown to the 4 of us that made us start our own successful online business. And I forgot to mention the other time that it's 11:12 a.m. here. So it's morning for me. It's very early for people in Australia, and then it's evening for Betty in the UK. So what is our business all about? Our business is simply a digital marketing business. And when we say digital, what that means is that online. When you say something is digital, that means there's some components of automation, there's some components of advanced technology, there's some components of maybe artificial intelligence. So just imagine yourself having a business that does not require your physical strength, that does not require your physical presence, that does not require you to go from one door to the next door to start packing things, to start doing inventory, posting stuff outside to people. That is what this is all about because it's a business that is very flexible. So basically, we have a platform for you. You will be plugged into our platform, and the platform is what you use to run a business with a company that we've already identified. So it's divided into 2 parts. We have the system, and then we have the business. So you don't have to look for any business. We already have the business for you. So you are covered when it comes to the business. And this is not just any business. This is a business that has been running for 50 good years. I joined just over 5 years ago. And then each one of us, we joined at some point, right? Because we saw the potential of changing our lives with this particular company we talk about. So we already have the business, and then we have the system. So I always use this analogy. Imagine yourself having a business franchise with Coca-Cola, for example, or maybe KFC or McDonald's. Those businesses are traditional business. They require you to have a physical shop. They require you to have stuff that you're selling, Coca-Cola products, KFC. That is how we all have access to this product because some people took the risk to take the franchise, right? It requires you to keep inventory. You pay water bills, electricity bills, and all of that. But just imagine you having any of those franchises. And then one day you are able to transit from physical to online. And then you don't have that shop. You don't have to interact with people physically, but you use an automated system to get your businesses, to get your products out to people. And then you can be in your house, you can be anywhere with your family, with your friends, you can be traveling, you can be shopping, and you will still be generating income. Exactly the same way you stay in your house and you order for stuff and they get them delivered to you is exactly the same way automation works for you. So that is what we are talking about here. So you don't have to do any physical marketing. Some people say, I'm not a social media person. How do I do this? You do not need to be a social media person. Thankfully, we now have artificial intelligence. You can do faceless digital marketing online. So in our kind of business, we already have the business for you. We plug you into the business, and then we provide you with system. We provide you with your website. We provide you with the training. how to create content, how to run ads, how to do everything for you to generate your income for yourself. We teach you all of that. So basically, you are having two things in one and in one community, and we guide you, hold your hands to make sure that you are successful. That is
Wow.
just this.
Yeah, wow. Wow. But you know what? You have said it all. And I like it when you say it again and again and again about social media. And I know that so many people have been in a situation where they have asked me, "Oh, how can I do that business? I don't like Facebook. I don't like social media." But then
When
do you want to
people
talk about that a
me,
bit? Because
when people tell me this,
Yeah.
only thing I do is just to laugh, because the same social media you say you don't know how to
Afano.
use, the same social media where you are seeing me right now. The same social
Exactly.
media is where you are, and then Apple will bring their products.
yeah,
This year was for iPhone 16. By next year, they will bring iPhone 17. They will use the same social media to chase you and I. Then you see it, this is beautiful. Oh, I need to buy it. Then you pre-order. Some people
of
don't
course.
even pay cash. They take the phone and then they start paying back. The same way you buy cars, our banks promote their stuff. So what excuse are you giving? If those big companies are already in billions and they are using the same social media to make more billions for themselves, what is stopping you and I?
Yeah.
Tell me what
Exactly.
exactly is stopping you. I used to say I was not a social media person. I remember in 2019 when I started, I was just very reserved person. I'm still a reserved person, but I would say I've gone through personal development in this business. So apart from the money we
Of
make in
course.
this business will teach you to see more good in yourself.
Mm.
Because most times we confine ourselves to our comfort zone and say, I can't talk to people, I'm not a social media person. Meanwhile, God has deposited something in you that you have to use to make yourself
Mm.
visible to people. For example, in the Bible, I'm a Christian. When God wanted to bring the Israelites out of Egypt, he used Moses. And when
Mm.
God was telling Moses to bring them out to go to Pharaoh, he was giving excuse. I'm not a social media person. I'm not a talker. I don't know how to talk. I stammer and
Mm.
all of that. And what did God do? I have chosen
I've
you
chosen
to
somebody.
do this, and you have to get it done. And
Yep.
what did God do? God provided support for him, his
Mm.
brother, and then his sister.
Aaron. Yep.
Mm.
So, brother and sister is just like our community where we will hold your hands.
Yeah.
So, are you getting me now? You will
Yes.
not be
Yeah,
left
sure.
behind.
There's no
And at the end
excuse.
of the day, you will see that you'll be able to achieve more when you have people around you. It is when you're alone that you'll be thinking out, okay, I cannot do this. But immediately you see people of like mind and they ignite that fire in you. Oh my goodness. Oh,
You just go.
No
where
stopping.
you will get to, you yourself, you will not recognize yourself, because right now I am not recognizing myself. In fact, I'll tell you that I am enjoying my life and I love
Yeah.
the kind of person I am becoming every single day.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh my
So
goodness.
that is not an excuse for me, for you, my dear
No.
brother and sister. You cannot
Yeah.
talk to people, but where you are working, before they gave you that job, you marketed yourself and your resume. You can do this, you can do that. They called you for an interview. I can, but you
Yeah.
cannot use that your mouth or use the social media to make money for yourself. See, your social media is for you to express yourself. It is not for
Mm.
you to post. It is not for you to make comments, like people's stuff. Use it to make your own money. Use it to make cash. Use it to make ego for yourself. Use
Mm.
and make money. So
True.
stop limiting yourself and stop telling yourself you're not a social media person. You will grow in our community. Most of the successful people we have around the world today are people who once said they cannot do it, but now they are doing more. And then if you check the story of majority of the billionaires we have around the world today, most of them are reserved people.
Mm.
Yes.
They didn't confine themselves. They use their brain,
Mm.
they use their mouth and their idea to bring forth a company, a business that has employed a lot of people today. And that is why they are today. So you need to
Mm.
learn to take a chance upon yourself. Push yourself. If you do not leap out of your comfort zone, nothing is going to change, honestly. The same excuse you give today, by tomorrow, if you say today you're not a social media person, by tomorrow, right, the same thing will happen. And then at the end of the day, you will be in the same spot, complaining, giving the same excuse, and nothing will change.
Wow. Honestly, I like listening to you because you know what? You really hit the nail on the head. And I really wanted you to emphasize on that because I don't think there is anybody here who hasn't had that issue. Even as Abolade said, we started the same way, thinking I can't take pictures, especially for
Yeah.
us women. Sometimes I feel like we hold ourselves a little bit back. We are like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't look the same. I've added weight. What is wrong with my face? I
Oh my
need my
God.
hair to look like
Yeah.
this.
Oh, we
You
See,
never posted anything of
yes,
ourselves,
one thing
but
I
we
always
learned.
tell people, one thing I always tell people is, one, people don't care about you. You are the one that is thinking about, okay, they
yeah,
care, we say this. Because those people, if anything should happen to you, nobody will come to your rescue. If anything should
that's
happen to you today, you are on your own. So as long as they are not paying your bills, as long as they are not feeding you, do
true.
what you need to do legitimately, not in a fraudulent way,
Mm,
legitimately to earn for yourself and to help your family. So if coming online to talk about your business opportunity is what we do it for you, why not?
Mm.
Why not? This is 100% legitimate. We pay our taxes. And that is why you can see us with full chest and boldness coming out to talk
mm.
about this.
Yeah, talking
So
about
do not
trust.
limit yourself. Do not limit yourself.
Yeah,
No, do not.
definitely. And I like because just yesterday I was asking somebody, when you go online, what do you do? And they told me I like to go in and watch. They were even mentioning the people their favorite musicians, their favorite all those things. And I was telling them, how about you use that 20-30 minutes here and there to leverage and make money for yourself? And talk about trust, Abolade. And I would like to, Priscilla touch base on this. You know,
Mm.
some people are they have an issue of trusting the process, or rather, how do I say it? You know, when someone has already seen your business, but then they are saying, oh, I don't know if I can do it. I'm not sure if I can really do this. How do you approach that question? Wow, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. I think things are just changed around a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what
I
happened.
mean, yeah, we've just seemed to have changed around.
Yeah,
All right. Thank you so much. So your question was about trust
yes. So for
and
those
people.
people who say I can't do it, I am doubting myself. I don't know. I'm not sure. And this question is usually followed by that question always follow the fact that they don't like social media, and they're like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I can do it. How do you approach that question?
Me, unfortunately, I will just say the way Abolade said.
Mm,
Personally, I used to be one of those people. You'd never see me post anything, even my own face, even my own picture, even anything. I just
mm,
ask you, what is of more importance to you? Is it you changing your life? Is it you taking a different trajectory, or you being afraid of social media? And then
mm,
number two, I'm like, these people you don't want to see. Do you know you're able to block people or remove people from seeing you? Nobody has to see, not everyone has to see what
Mhm.
your social media content. And if you decide you can be able to give it a go, you go ahead. But if someone keeps telling me they're afraid, they're afraid, I honestly sometimes will even decide, you know what, you just stay there in your fear, because it is so I sometimes do not want to even try to make anyone go out of their like, if someone is too afraid to do something,
yeah.
sometimes it's easier to just let them stay in their fear until they're able to overcome it themselves. Like
Mm,
honestly, because you can't push someone, you can't tell them to be who they're not. You can only give
Mhm.
them the tools, show them where to go,
mm,
show them how you did it. Because as you said, I don't know who said it just now, um in this community we have support, we have people. So
yeah.
if you have a brain and you can see that there's a community behind us, because we have free webinars, we also have the pre-coaching videos, so you can see there's a clear community, you can see there's support for you, there's help everywhere. If you see that, for yourself and you decide to now, take that leap of faith, fantastic. But if
Yeah.
you're seeing it and you're still saying you're fearful, it feels like for me, it is something you will have to come for yourself, or
Yeah.
maybe even come back when you're ready. Because if someone is trying to change their life and the fear is such a big obstacle in their own way, and you have shown them all the tools, you've shown them way, you have said this is how to go, this is the road you take to overcome your fear, these are the people holding your hand, and they're still afraid. Sometimes it is easier to just let that person sit and figure out what they want for themselves, what is more important to them before they jump in here. Because if they're starting a business, they have to hit the ground running, they have to be passionate, they have to learn, because it is a whole business you're learning. As Abolade has said, when you're starting a franchise, you've opened a McDonald's, you've opened maybe a Java, like back home we have Javas. You have to spend your time learning this new business, hiring people, knowing what to do, what are the colors, painting, all those other things. So you cannot have fear looming. You won't be able to do all those things. So sometimes it's easier to tell someone, sit, figure out what you want first, and then when you're ready, you can come back. You can come back. And Abolade, maybe because you're our guest today, maybe if you can share one of the biggest challenges you've had. And
Yeah.
our guests, we're here to tell you that what our digital business is a high ticket marketing. High ticket digital marketing, because we have people out here who do digital businesses or who are promoting goods and services, but you're not doing high ticket marketing. You're doing digital businesses where you're paid out in little commissions every now and again. And what we have is high ticket, where, like, last year I was just celebrating. I was all over the shop last year. I was so excited, Abolade, because for once, like this December, I was so busy moving interstate, driving 6 hours, forgetting things, driving again another 6 hours. And December, I did not have time to physically show up for my business on social media. But the beauty of it, and this is how you say some of the things you see as you keep growing in your business, the beauty of this business is that whole time I was still able to close 2 contracts. I was able to say, send forms to people, sit down, talk to them on the phone, despite that busyness. And I
Yeah.
could see, I was like, oh my God, this is why we say we are automated, because already the system does it. You know what to do, even when you're not. And then you just find that, oh, money is coming in. Even as you're busy, money is coming in. So people who are sitting out there, you're doing low ticket marketing, or you're just running traditional businesses, you really need to step into the digital space and look at high ticket marketing. And you set yourself on a different path. Abolade, if you could tell us anything that was maybe really challenging for
Yeah.
you in 2024, maybe just pick one challenge, because we all go through different challenges every year with businesses. But if you could tell us a big challenge that you overcame in 2024, it could be about anything that you had in your business that you might want to share.
Oh, okay. So, for me, I would say something about motherhood. As you
Yeah,
already know, I had a baby. So,
yeah,
in 2013, I was pregnant, and then because of the pregnancy, I had to like slow down a little bit. And so, I would say throughout last year, I was actually
yeah,
looking after my child, right?
yeah.
He's already 1 year now. And despite the fact that I wasn't doing much as I was always doing, as expected of me, or as I used to, I was still earning. That is the beauty
Yeah.
of this online business.
Mm,
So I think was it this month? Okay, this month, as we entered into the new year, I mean, in December, I was just working on my vision board, things I needed to achieve, and all of that. And then I said to myself, entering into 2025, I'm going to be a different person. And I remember I had a short Zoom meeting with Betty, and then we were
Yeah.
strategizing on the new year. And coming into this new year, I've rebooted myself. So it's just like me starting all over again. I gave myself that grace to start all over again.
Yeah.
Not that I stopped my business at any point. I did not stop my business, but because I slowed down to look after myself, to look after my baby, now I'm in this new year with a new strength, with new
Yeah.
energy to run my business. So I would say that was just one thing that kept me down a little bit last year. It was not
Yeah.
really a challenge because motherhood is something of joy to everyone. But
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
at the same time, you need to be able to focus on yourself, go through
Yeah.
that healing process, get yourself back, and to look after the newborn. So that was what I did all through last year. But like I said, I'm back, and I'm back.
Wow. Perfect. Oh my God, I'm loving this. And thank you so much for sharing that, Priscilla and Abolade. I like how you have touch-based the fears. They are the fear, and obviously there is that. I mean, the challenges. There is that challenges that we encounter from people who are trying to join our business, and then there is
Mm.
the challenge of our own personal life. Like in this case, Abolade had to first of all take care of, herself and her baby. Shiro, let's talk a little bit about when you join our business, because I think for you, you really explain this very well when when we are talking with people on coaching call. I hear you when we have said that we give people all these things, but Abolade touched base when she said you still have to come in and be coachable
Yes.
and do your part, because yes, we have all these things. We are giving you the training tools, the marketing tools, the support, the automated system, and all those things. But there is that one key part of the business that you have to do
Mhm.
yourself as a business owner. Please touch that, because I think you explained it. You explained it
Oh,
perfectly well.
thanks. I'll try. Now, the thing is this, as Abolade said, and we always say you have to be coachable.
Yeah.
But before you do a business, what I tell people is you have to have a why. Some
Mhm.
of us, it's either you hate your job, because some of us maybe, especially those people who probably come abroad, you've left your job and you used to be having a very nice job, and then you came here and you had to downgrade yourself. So you get, for you to start, because you have to start somewhere so that you can have a reference or a blueprint in a country that you are new in. You have to get a job, and sometimes you get a job that you don't like. Others, it's about motherhood or parenthood. All of us here are parents. Our family, our kids are our biggest why. So, you all have different whys. So before you join our business, you have to have a very big why. Either you want to change, either you want to be, have time to be going for those manicure and massages that you never got to go
That is
because you were
actually
so
very
busy with
important.
life.
Self-care.
Yes,
Self-care.
yes. Self-care, it is very important because you cannot help anyone if you're tired or if you're not yourself. So then the next thing I can say is that why has to be very big. That why has to be very big, that, as we all know, businesses are not always straightforward. And I usually talk like of Richard Branson. Richard Branson started when he started Virgin Records. But if you've read about it, it flopped. It flopped so badly. But Richard Branson did not give up. He has dyslexia. Virgin Record flopped, but he did not stop. Look at him now. So your why has to be very big enough that when you join our business, even when you meet those obstacles, when you meet people trolling you on social media, when you meet your family and friends who are supposed to be supportive of you, are telling you, oh, you are being scammed, or this is not right, you should not be doing this, you're wasting your money, you will keep going. You will push yourself and you will do what you can do for your business. And then for a business, when you start a business, this business, yes, we have said we have a coach and a mentor will hold your hand, but it is not their job to run your business. It is your job to run that business because you're the one who knows where you want that business to take you. Your coach and your mentor, you've told them your dreams, but they cannot come and help you achieve those dreams. You have to want it so bad that you will work for those business, that's your business, that when you come to your coach is your mentor is when you have hit the wall. I have tried this, I have gone to YouTube, My YouTube video is not working. Oh, I have tried this. I have tried this to talk to these people. It is not working. That is when you hit a wall. That is when you come to your mentor and your coach. Because a lot of us, what happens is when you start this business, we start and then things start going wrong. You blame your mentor and your coach. Oh, you didn't do this for me. You didn't do this for me. You didn't help me here. What were you doing? You yourself, what were you doing? Were you helping yourself? Were you doing your coaching? Were you doing your training? Were you getting it out there on social media? Even if you're not going to show your face, sometimes you can be walking in a park and just take a video, but your voice is behind that video. And as Priscilla says a lot of times, she says, most of us say we don't like social media. We don't like showing our faces. And yet our faces are in all those cameras in Kmart, Big W, Costco, everywhere. Our faces are there. Seriously, people, this is the time that we need, you need to think about yourself. Abolade said about self-care. Self-care is taking care of yourself mentally, physically, but also taking care of your financial status. We complain, I don't have money. I don't have money to go and visit my family. I don't have money to help people. What are you doing about your situation? There is so many opportunities there. We just need to leave those comfort zones that make us very comfortable, that we don't realize that one day those comfort zones can be upturned the other way and we don't know where to start. So when coming to this business, know your biggest why. Let it be so big that when it gets uncomfortable, you will go on. But also be ready to learn. Be ready to also run your own business. Be ready to do it. And, you learn so much about it. And as Bolade said, she's very happy. And most of us, you'll hear people saying, hey, why are you so happy, you guys, when you talk about it? It's because we've discovered ourselves. We've discovered how strong we can be. And we were putting ourselves back there. Priscilla was an introvert. She's probably still is, but she has realized that out there's some things that I can do to make myself. I'll stop scrolling other people's social media, looking at how many babies did they have, how many years have they had those babies after. Allah, use that social media to make money for yourself, and then you can be telling people where you've been also on social media. They can, follow you and do the same. Scroll on your stories.
Let me just chip something in. Something some people don't know
Yes,
is most
please.
of these celebrities that you follow or the bloggers that you follow on social media platform, maybe they are comedians or something, they are actually making money for you viewing their content.
Yeah.
So why can't you use the same avenue to make money for your own self?
Yeah.
Imagine.
I mean,
Yeah. And I
We
always say, yeah. Sorry, Shiro. What did you want to say?
saying we need to wake up. We need to wake up.
We definitely need to
exactly.
wake up. We definitely need to wake up. And I think why I wanted you to touch that is because people, we will hear somebody saying, I don't think I have enough time to do this business. I don't think I have enough time. Believe you me, you have enough time. That is actually how you saw my post. That is actually how you saw my ad. That few 5-10 minutes. And why you saw my ad is because you already know that where you are financially, or whatever it is you're doing, your job, whatever it is that you're doing, you deserve better. So in the process of thinking, what else can I do to leverage, to increase my income or to make money? That little time that you think, oh, I don't have time for this business. We are talking about the few minutes here and there where, I don't know, you're waiting for the bus to come, you're on a tea break or something. The few minutes you look at that social media, and as Abolade said, you're looking at Beyonce, now you're learning the new dance challenge. Those 2-3 minutes are the ones that you actually need to complete a few bits and pieces sections of our training, to go and talk to somebody who is asking about your business, to learn more, to read. We love reading in our business. We love reading. And because it is reading and having our weekly masterminds, that is where we get all the personal development that you're hearing the ladies talk about. That is where we get that from. But we have more than 24 hours. No. We still have 24 hours. All of us here, we are moms. All of us here are doing other things. We are working, we are doing school runs, we are taking care of other things, but we are still getting those few minutes, to take care of our business. The other day I think I've talked about these ladies where my phone, every Monday morning, my personal phone and my business phone will send me something called something overview. I have never even known what that is. And it will tell me how many minutes the last week, how many
Screen
minutes I
time.
spent. Yeah, screen time. How many minutes did you spend on calling somebody? I don't know, looking at the banks. Social media is always the biggest one. It will tell me 5-6 hours, and I'm thinking, was I actually on social media for 6 hours? And that was me before I joined this business. I used to regrettably think, how am I wasting myself? But right now, if my iPhone comes and tells me, oh, you're in social media for 3 hours, I'm like, yeah, I know, because I was doing my business. But
Yeah.
imagine receiving results from your phone telling you on social media for 5 hours, and you didn't do any. You were just there looking at what, watching what, and you have not made anything for yourself. Who is trending? And then you're going back. I always say to people, social medias were not created for socializing the way people go and I don't know, they chat from somebody you used to be in the same nursery school with. Social medias were created specifically for creating and expanding people's business. So if by now you do not know that, you really need to go back and sit back. And that is why, and we really understand that there is somebody out there who really, really knows that I don't deserve to be where I am. Right here, right now, I know I deserve better. It's 2025. I am still mark timing on the job that I am at. I am still stuck on my debts. I need to pay these credit cards. If you're like us here, we are all from Africa. I've never gone back home. I need to go and visit my family, but I can't. My money is not allowing me. If you have that thing that is really pushing you, and you're still seeing this and you have not done anything about it, and every now and then you see as you have not done anything about it, that is now the time where, ladies, I say, God already gave you the key to open your door to your destiny and to your success. But instead of using it to trying doors to see which one you're going to fit in, you put it in your back pocket, and you're still mark timing and saying the same thing. You're still matching on the same spot saying, oh my God, why me? Why me? You have to start leveraging these guys. You cannot be seeing us every week, every day on our social media posts, on our social media pages and our personal profiles, and you still haven't done this. There is a reason why you're seeing us. So many of our followers we've never met. We've never met each other. There is a reason why you saw our post. Abolade, please touch base a little bit about that, because
I was just about
it's
saying
complicated.
something about that. It's very annoying, and I don't know. I don't want to use some big English or adjective to qualify what most of us do. We complain that we don't have time, but when they say extra shifts, bang bang bang, we are there.
Hey.
But we have time to pick up second, third job. Bang bang bang, you are there. Let me make this extra money. But you cannot use time to sit down at home, take care of your children, and then earn as you are taking care of them. It's just so, I don't know what to call it. Maybe there's some conditioning going on. We'll be conditioned in such a way that if I don't do the 2-3 jobs, the longer hours, I won't be okay. And people are forgetting that even when you do those 2-3 jobs, you are paying more taxes.
Yes.
I love somebody. And then when they receive the paycheck, it will just be like, what happened? But I worked. It's because you overworked yourself. And that is what you get for overworking yourself. But instead of doing that, you can create time for a business that you can do without taking 2, 3, 4 jobs. You can have one job, then focus on your business. You don't have time, you don't have time. If they ask you to achieve something at your job today, you will put all your energy into it. But for you to put energy into building a future, an empire for yourself, it becomes a big work. Remember, a business you have for yourself will fund your lifestyle, but your job will only pay your bills. We all know how it is now. The money, they enough. It's not always enough.
No.
And that is why you see people struggling, because when you receive the paycheck, before you know it, everything is gone to bills and all of that. And the day your job ends, that is just the end. But a business you have for yourself, unless you tell yourself that you're no longer interested, your business will work for life. And when you start your business, it's just like you planting a tree. You nurture the business, and then it becomes like a big tree that will start feeding you year in, year out, day in, day out for the rest of your life. A job will never do that for you.
No.
So we need to let this sink into our head. Africans, wake up. Wake
true.
up.
Yes.
I've heard some stories about people who went to their jobs and then on their way back, maybe at the traffic light, they sleep off. Some even sleep while driving. They have accidents and they
They're
die.
tired.
Some people die on that job.
Mm.
Is that why we are here? See, the job that you want to keep yourself on top, that job is not even secured in the first place. I've had my own first-hand experience of job loss. So when I talk to people, I always want them to see that it is not how hard you work, oh, it is the smart work
smart
you
you
put into that hard work
How
that will
smart.
take you
Yeah.
far.
Mm.
So let us wake up, okay? Wake
Yeah.
up, somebody.
Wow. I could listen to you all day, you know, but no, we cannot add any more on that because, as we say, the ear is still very, very young, newborn ear. So it is now up to you, our viewers, to decide what you do with this ear. We have given you the business. We have given you the what it's all about. So many people have been asking us that question: what is the business all about? And that's why we thought it would be very nice to have Abolade here, because obviously she's done this, far more than us, and she's higher up there, more than us, and we couldn't have asked for a better guest. So thank you, Abolade, for that. So, parting
You're
shot,
welcome.
ladies. What is it? What's your last word? Let's start with Priscilla.
Me, I will just say social media with a purpose. This
Oh,
year,
yeah.
social media with a purpose. Full stop.
Wow, exactly. Don't just go scrolling and checking who is insulting who. There is a lot of, now I hear them calling it cloud chasing or something. So who is fighting who is insulting, who stole whose husband, or please, social media with a purpose. Thank you so much, Priscilla. Shiro.
If you have ears, listen. Even if you don't have to join our business, and just go and start that something that you've always wanted to start. But also, you've been watching us, but you've never reached out to us for more information. Information is power. So look for that information, but let it be a year of purpose and not a year of just doing this, that haphazardly. And then at the end of it, you're still complaining.
Wow, thank you. So everybody, reach out to us, to all our pages. This is live on all our pages and on our profile. So reach out to us. Abolade, please, your parting shot.
Discover yourself. If you've discovered yourself before and you are lost, rediscover yourself. But if you've not discovered yourself at all, make sure you make this year a year to discover yourself, and not just discover yourself. When you discover yourself, do something with that discovery and use it to earn for yourself. Use it to change your situation.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. I don't even want to add anything on what the ladies have said. For me, as always, think about what you're going to say to yourself 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years from now. Would you rather say, thank God I started, or would you rather look back and say, I wish I started? So that is the question I always throw back at our viewers and everybody who is following us on our pages, and ask that question. Oh, I wish I started. But then you'd look back and say, thank God I started, because I am not where I was 2-3 years ago, 2 months ago, 5 months ago. So reach out to us on any of our pages. We have our websites there. We have our phone numbers there. Our contact methods are all there. And we shall, guide you, and we shall answer any question that you have. Otherwise, thank you so much to everybody who has watched, everybody who will watch the replay, everybody who has engaged with us. We really appreciate you. And until next time, it's good evening from me. Good morning from the ladies in Australia, and good morning from Abolade in Canada. Thank you.
Thank
See
you.
you.
Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.